He's got it. Philadelphia back on top by 3, 19-16 with 2:16 to go.
Well, the one thing about it, by the drop by Devontae Smith, if he catches that, they're able to get it down to the 2-minute warning. And now it leaves a little bit of time, a little more time anyway, for the Chargers. They've got one timeout, and Justin Herbert, see if the offensive line can give him enough protection to get them down the field.
Here are the quarterbacks and a look at their night statistically. 186 through the air for Hurts. 3 interceptions, more than he had all year coming in. Both lost a fumble tonight. And Herbert with his broken left hand, 10 of 19, 132 with a touchdown and 1 interception. That Adoree Jackson pulled in his first with Philly. Elliott drops it to Vidal. And Kamani Vidal to the 29. Jahad Campbell in on the stop. Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. We are at SoFi Stadium. 6th year it's been home to the Chargers and the Rams. Chargers moved from San Diego to Los Angeles, first in Carson in 2017. But you see what Herbert has done with game-winning drives. Only QB with more over that stretch is Patrick Mahomes on first down. Herbert to his right. Hits Zach Bond in the backside with McConkey the target.
You know, there's just nowhere for Herbert to throw the football. He's under siege in the pocket and buying some time, and this secondary has just been playing really tight coverage. They certainly were on that last play.
We've seen 7 total turnovers in this game. And oddly enough, just 9 points off the turnovers, no touchdowns. 2:04 to go. Second down. Herbert for McConkey. DeJean right there. And the Eagle fans serenade Cooper DeJean. As good as there is in the slot. Both he defensively and McConkey offensively. McConkey couldn't haul it in. Third down when we come back. 2-minute warning in Inglewood.
Coming up on the Nationwide postgame show, we will visit with one of the stars of the game, take you inside the winning locker room, hear from Hurts and Herbert, head coaches as well. Visit with you up in the booth, fellas. We'll see what happens over the course of these last 2 minutes. Good one going here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a lot of window panes going on down there on Scott.
Sure is. Sure is. I gotta get me some shoes.
Look at that.
Shoes.
I mean, that is just bringing it here in LA. Third down and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert, incomplete flag on the play in the secondary. Johnston the target. Blankenship was out there.
Interference on a defense number 27. That's a spark foul and an automatic first down.
They get Quinyon Mitchell, the corner, for pass interference, and we'll take a look.
Well, it's a good route here by Quinn Johnston, and you see he gets Quinyon turned around, and then he grabs. Get a tighter look at it and see exactly. I think that's a pretty good call.
I agree, Troy. He reaches out, hooks him, takes a step away. Good call for defensive pass interference.
Quinyon Mitchell was only targeted once all game before that throw. Guilty. And it gives the Chargers a first down. Now Herbert takes off, wants to throw. And Cooper DeJean wisely laid off the hit as Herbert got to the boundary. and a gain of 7.
No, you're right. He was right there, and I thought the same thing, Joe. He was really smart pulling up at the end of this. Looked like he might actually take a shot, and he could have tried. Good job. He's had a good night.
Really good player. Second-round pick last year from Iowa. He and Quinyon Mitchell, the Eagles hit on those guys. Blitz off the edge with DeJean. And a first down carry by Vidal. They're still running Vidal, who's made his 8th straight start here tonight, even though they got Omarion Hampton back.
Yep, no, and he's kind of earned that right. And Cooper DeJean, talk about him. He's going to come off the slot, and they got a good call. They're running the ball opposite of that. Had they been going the other way, and if Herbert hadn't have seen it to check out of it, it would have been quite a collision, but a good pickup.
Herbert sets up fast. He finds Keenan Allen as the Chargers are inching their way with their timeout still in their pocket into field goal range for Cameron Dicker, but they have loftier ambitions than that. It would be 60 from here.
His career long is 59, so they're knocking right at the door.
2nd and 4. Sideline shot too high for Gadsden.
Oh, man, that's one that Herbert wants back. He had time. He had Gadsden. Nobody was there, and he just airmailed him.
Justin Herbert in this second half. He's been sacked 5 times and had 5 completions. This should have been number 6, but he just missed him.
Yep, just you don't see that very often from him.
Third down and 4. Herbert right up the gut, tripped up and brought down right at the line of game, but a first down is the call. And the clock continues to run.
That's a great job by Herbert. They obviously have gotten pressure on him all night as he kind of braces his fall there with that left hand, but they haven't been able to consistently keep him corralled in the pocket.
He keeps over the right side and slides down with a gain of 9. And timeout is taken by LA. That's their last.
It's a good call here. You're going to see everybody collapses on Vidal. And Herbert just pulls it out, and nobody's accounting for him, and an easy pickup.
He came in as the Chargers' second leading rusher over the first 12 games, and even with the broken hand, he has shown a willingness to pull it down and run. They are well within range for Cameron Dicker. You see what he's done in his career. Field goal attempts 50 yards and in.
They've got no timeout, so they've got to be smart. Not only Herbert, but these receivers, whoever might catch the ball if the clock's running.
Be 46-47 from here. Fake it to Vidal. And Herbert has to just throw it away.
Smart by him. He was wanting to hang in there, but the threat of taking a sack, he just couldn't afford it.
So now 3rd down and 1. You're without a timeout. And the Chargers obviously have to be very careful.
Well, you've got to work the boundary. If you complete this in play, you could be hard pressed to get up and get the ball spiked to stop the clock.
Quick throw and incomplete for Trey Harris. And on 4th down, on a drive where Justin Herbert carried the ball for 20 yards on that possession, the Chargers are in range for a game-tying field goal attempt by Cameron Dicker.
Yeah, great job by the Chargers. Justin Herbert getting down here to give him this opportunity. This was a lot of time left on the clock. The Eagles left them on their last possession.
46-yard try to tie it. And he has got it. Dicker, who has the highest field goal percentage in NFL history at just under 94%, knocks it through. He is 4 for 4 tonight. And his career inside 50, which we showed you earlier, is amazing. 101 of 103. Here he is pregame while the SC band was rehearsing, going through his warm-ups. He's taking a picture with the saxophone group.
I mean, come on.
And here is the game-tying field goal from 46 away by Cameron Dicker, the Chargers' Walter Payton Man of the Year.
That kick was right down the fairway. I mean, there was no doubt that that thing was going through.
Looks like we are headed for overtime. And Dicker will give Shipley a chance for a return. That's Will Shipley. And now we'll have one snap. And we should be headed to overtime. As you know, we've seen enough overtime games this season already. It's a 10-minute period. Each team has the opportunity to possess the ball unless there's a safety or a defensive touchdown. And the reviews are initiated by the replay official. Each team gets 2 timeouts. Then you get into, well, if you win the toss, what do you do?
Yeah.
There's kind of a hung jury out there with the decision. Some people say, well, you defer, you give the other team the ball first, so you know what you want to do. You know what you have to do when you get your possession. Field goal or touchdown to tie, and then every 4th down is in play. Or do you take the ball, because if you trade scores and you're still even, then you have a better shot at getting the 3rd and likely final possession of overtime to do something about another tie.
Personally, I would rather have the ball second. But I know that is obviously a debate that's been going on, and it's my understanding, maybe you've got an idea, Russell, but it's pretty even as far as, you know, who wins those games.
Absolutely, it does. And so, choice is whether they're going to kick
gentlemen,
or whether they're going to receive.
Rules, we're going to play 1 quarter, up to 10 minutes in length, where both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball, unless during that first possession, the defense has a score theirs. If after 10 minutes, score is tied, the game will end in a tie. 2 timeouts each team, 4th quarter timing rules, no coaches' challenges, everything is upstairs. Heads, tails, heads, tails, your choice.
Let's go heads.
Choice is heads. It is a heads. Which way do you want to receive? What end do you want to receive in? They chose to kick.
We'd like to go that way.
Okay. Philadelphia won the toss, elected to kick. Los Angeles will receive and head to the south. Timeouts.
Just a clinic put on there by Scott Novak.
It sure was. That was impressive.
That was impressive. I can say with 100% certainty, I would never want to do that in front of a stadium, ever. Overtime when we come back. They ran all over the Jets yesterday in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers had his best game. There was a Pittsburgh Steeler from Mike Tomlin. Airing the ball out, had a touchdown run of the ball game, 4 completions of 25-plus yards in that game, and that win at Baltimore 27-22. And you see that bottom line there, the Ravens and the Steelers meet in Week 18. And the division could very well be on the line that day. Here's a return by Vidal. Oh, got hit and his helmet came off. Going to pop it right back on, and the Eagles, remember, they won the toss. They elect to put their defense right back out there and defend Justin Herbert. And there's that hit by Andre Sam, who is called up off the practice squad for the second straight week.
Well, we talk about whether or not you want the ball first or second or with a third opportunity. The way these defenses have been playing tonight, might not be all bad to get the ball the third time, so Chargers might be in a good spot.
He did it again. Herbert keeps it, and a big pickup. Blankenship forces him out, but Herbert pulled it out of there and carried it for 12 yards over the right side as he continues to gut it out.
Yes, Phillips, he comes down and just does not contain. So that's what Herbert's watching. If he comes too hard down the line, he's going to pull it. And he's just been a real threat throughout this game running the football.
He is the Chargers' leading rusher 7 days after hand surgery.
Yeah, by a large margin.
Trevor Penning comes in. Extra offensive lineman. First down. Handoff is to Hampton. And a big pickup. Brought down at the 40 by Blankenship. Got a good block from Trevor Penning. And just like that, the ball's sitting at the Eagles' 40.
Yeah, they get Penning, and they also have Scott Madlock, who I mentioned. At his size, he's like an extra offensive lineman as well. So they go heavy personnel, and they're just going to pound the football and see if they can't take it right to the Eagles. And so far, they've done just that.
Leading rushers tonight, that 18-yard carry, best of the night for Omarion Hampton, who missed 7 straight games. He gets it again. Had a broken left ankle week 5. Able to heal up, get the ball tonight. And as a reminder, the Eagles will get a chance to possess the ball. No matter what the Chargers do, they're thinking touchdown. It's 2nd and 8. Blitz from Dean. Disley gets dumped immediately by Blankenship. A gain of just 1, so 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they brought Nakobe Dean. They brought Zach Bond off the edge, and this time they actually do a pretty good job of picking up Nakobe Dean, but he's got to get the ball out quick, and Blankenship was right there to make a play. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Vic Fangio comes back with something similar here on 3rd and long. 3rd and 7. Try to get the ball out of Herbert's hands.
Would be a 55-yard field goal try from here. A stunt up front. Chargers pick it up. Herbert goes down. 4th down. Brought down by Nolan Smith.
Yeah, they just rushed 4, but an outstanding job by Nolan Smith, Joe, because you're going to watch as he comes up the field, and it looked like Herbert had room once again to take off and run, but Nolan Smith comes off of the block and makes a nice play.
And brings about a 54-yard field goal attempt by Cameron Dicker. Longest attempt of the night. He's got another. Just automatic.
Boy, he really is. Just money.
5 for 5 on the night. And Jim Harbaugh's team in overtime is up 3. Dicker from 54 yards out has the Chargers leading in overtime. 3-point lead now for the Chargers with 6:24 to go in this overtime period. Back at SoFi Stadium, and Dicker will kick it away with Britton Covey waiting deep. And Will Shipley And the focus will flip back to the other side, and Jalen Hurts trying to tie it or win it. Shipley stood up at the 30, might have gotten to the 31. How did we get here? Fourth quarter recap. Saquon Barkley with a 52-yard touchdown run to put the Eagles on top. Then the Chargers field goal. Jalen Hurts interception. This miss toward the end of regulation. Jake Elliott hit the field goal for the lead from 44, and Cameron Dicker to tie the ball game from 46. A moment ago, Dicker hit from 54, and here we go. Barkley, Tui Pelotu on the tackle and a gain of 4.
It looked like Barkley, if he had seen it a little bit sooner, it sure looked like he had a cutback lane that he might have been one-on-one on a safety, and who knows what might have happened right there. These are some of the things you're going to watch. If he had been able to get back to the outside, just nobody there. And you've got Devontae Smith, who's trying to help out as well. You do see that from time to time. Some of these lanes that just not quite able to get into.
Eagles need about 25 yards from here to get into range for Elliott. Mack was coming off the edge. Hurts sliding, and he misses A.J. Brown. He had A.J. Brown open going to the sideline and just missed him.
Yeah, not necessarily an easy throw to make as he's moving to his left, but he's throwing a fastball. If he had been able to just kind of lay it a little bit, and sometimes that's not always easy to do when you are moving to your left the way that he was. But this thing, he definitely had some room to lay that football.
He's at 50% completing passes tonight, Hurts. And thrown 3 interceptions, no touchdowns, and fumbled. Third down and 6 now. Hurts gonna go and get it. But a flag is down in the offensive backfield. And it's coming back.
Holding. Offense number 51. That's a 10-yard penalty. Third down.
It's Cam Jurgens.
They called it on Cam Jurgens, Joe. I saw one that looked like they might have been able to call it on Jordan Mailata. But doesn't much matter that it's coming back regardless. Even if they got the wrong guy. Yeah, I don't think it was Cam. Well, there is a hold right here. Here's Cam Jurgens, but Mailata also had a guy up around the neck.
And it brings up third down and 16. And just over 5 to play. Hurts lets it fly. Able to complete. Devontae Smith into Charger territory. Big play. Strong catch. 28 yards on 3rd and 16.
This was so clutch. Here's Devontae Smith, and you're going to see the route, but the coverage on him was really pretty good. I mean, that ball was thrown on time. It was laid out in front perfectly where it had to be. Devontae Smith runs through the catch, is able to run after he catches the football. Just, man, that was great execution. Something we hadn't seen much of this year.
Back to Barkley, looking to cut back, and there's nothing there. Tart with a Boygby. No gain. You've been looking for throws over the middle from this Eagles offense, and that's as big as it gets on that completion on 3rd down to Devontae Smith.
And they're backed up 3rd and long, and they're able to, they get the run with Hurts, pick up the first down. It comes back with a hold, and boy, it looked pretty bleak. And Jalen Hurts just delivers an absolute dime. They haven't worked the middle of the field much, really, for a number of years, but picked a good time, too, there.
2nd and 10 now. Hurts, Goddard, got both feet down. A gain of 6. Pressure on that play by Owe, who had an early sack in this ball game.
Yeah, Hurts gets hit I thought it was going to affect the throw. Owe comes up the field, and Hurts just gets it out before he gets clobbered. It's a good catch. Concentration by Goddard also.
Would be a 60-yard field goal try from here. Career long 61 for Elliott. 3rd down and 4.
Well, they're stacked up. I mean, it looks like they're coming.
And they do, off the edge. This one floated for A.J. Brown. Can't make the one-handed catch. And now 4th down and 4. And what does Nick Sirianni want to do? This is the outer edge of field goal range for Elliott. Offense stays on the field.
Well, they bring pressure. They showed a simulated pressure, and then they drop out. And I thought this was a good throw by Hurts because he lays it and gives him a chance. Dante Jackson is actually in good coverage. Still had an opportunity to make a play, but I thought it was perfect the way he laid it up in the air.
Do they try to draw them offside, or do they go for it here on 4th and 4?
I think they're going for it.
And we'll have more time to think about it as a timeout is taken by the Chargers. Again, outer edge of field goal range for Elliott. And if you kick the field goal, then the question is, well, you tie it, but do you have a chance to get a stop and then get the ball back? So they're going for it on 4th down and 4, it appears.
Well, they're right there. They're right, right at the edge of Jake Elliott's, range. His career long is 61. So they're within that. But that's a tough decision for Nick Sirianni to make. I don't fault him for going for it here at all.
Yep. And we're going to get flags. There was movement by the Chargers. Who's it going to be on? Mailata moved after the Chargers moved, and it's against L.A., which is a 1st down by penalty.
Neutral zone infraction on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Troy, that was such a good job by Mailata because when Owe came across, Mailata moved to get the call against L.A.
Yeah, you're right, because otherwise he's able to get back. But it clearly he was in the neutral zone, and boy, those are tough penalties when you're a defense and you give them a new set of downs in this type of situation.
First offside or neutral zone infraction for Odafe Owe this year. And now it's 1st down with 3:23 to go. Blitz, catch, short pickup. Goddard. Just a gain of 3 as Tony Jefferson came up to make the tackle.
Boy, each one of these snaps, Jalen Hurts just got to be smart with the football. Make sure you got everyone on the same page. When you start, throwing the football, you got to make sure guys are in sync with one another and not leave one hanging.
Barkley wide to the left. Goddard inside the 20. Hart forced him out. And a nice throw on the move by Hurts. Gain of 16.
Well, it's a great veteran job by Goddard. He's working against Cam Hart. And you're going to see as he comes up the field, he uses his body when he's going to pivot out of this. He kind of bangs on him like you would in basketball to create some separation. And just excellent job. He gets away with it, doesn't use his hands. It was perfectly executed.
Hurts keeps, throws, batted up and picked off. Intercepted. And the Chargers win the ball game. Jefferson with the pick. Cam Hart tipped it. And the Chargers go to 9-4.
By the defense. That is the game.
It's a 4-interception game for Jalen Hurts and a career-high 5 turnovers. The total with that fumble mixed in, and here's that final play.
Well, watch Cam Hart. It's the zone coverage, so he's got eyes on Hurts. He sees the throw. He falls back underneath it, gets his hands on it, and then the interception. But it's so much of what the Chargers have been able to do with their zone looks has given them an advantage in some of these situations, and Cam Hart comes up big.
Jefferson gets the 4th interception of his season. And Jim Harbaugh's Chargers, a week after their star quarterback undergoes surgery for a broken left hand, walks out of here with their 9th win of the year. Sirianni and the Eagles leave at 8-5, still on top in the NFC East. And we will go to Laura Rutledge, who is hustling to get this interview from Justin Herbert.
I'm trying to celebrate with my team.
No, I know, but can we just talk to you really fast? What was it like to watch the interception there that sealed this game for you guys to get this win?
Yeah, the defense played incredible. You know, they came up with so many big stops today, so so proud to be able to play for those guys, and the way they compete down in, down out is really fun to watch.
We know you were dealing with the broken hand tonight. You gutted it out. You were hit multiple times. How are you feeling right now?
Feel pretty good, thank you.
And then what can you say about the way that this team was able to pull this off in overtime? You guys know how important this game was and how good the opponent was on the other side.
Yeah, not the way we drew it up, but the battle in these guys, you know, it's so much fun, and I'm so honored to be a part of this team, and they never quit, and, you know, it's just fun to be a part of, and we'll watch the film and have to get better at it. Appreciate it, man, you too. But we'll have to get better at it, and we'll keep moving forward.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Yep, thank you.
Joe.
All right, now he can go celebrate with his teammates. Thank you, Laura. Great job. We'll go down to Lisa Salters. Lisa.
Yes, Joe, I'm with Tony Jefferson. Tony, just tell me, like, I asked you how you're feeling right now. You said you're a little winded.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of breath, but all glory to God. Just staying in it. Every play matters. Every yard matters. Playing to the end.
Take me through that game-winning kick.
Honestly, my corner made the play. I just had to finish it. It's a team effort, complementary football. We did what we had to do on defense to get the stop. Great call by Jesse.
What were you guys saying to each other after you gave them a new set of downs with that penalty?
Don't let them in. Don't let them in. If they kick a field goal, they kick a field goal, but don't let them score. Shout out Cam Hart on that play.
It was a defensive struggle, defensive battle for both sides tonight. But tell me, your thoughts on your quarterback out there playing with a broken hand, just what the defense thinks of that effort.
Oh, he will ride or die for number 10. He's literally the strongest, most willed quarterback I've ever been around. He's never denying anything. Nothing's too big for him. Broken hand, surgery, out at practice the next couple days. Much respect to 10. Yes.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Go get your breath.
Tony, in his 11th year, that's saying something. Justin Herbert said to us, I owe it to the guys to show I can play through stuff that others on this team play through every day. I'll do everything I can to play. He gutted it out tonight, and it was just enough. In overtime, Jim Harbaugh's Chargers get the win, and they go to 9-4. Eagles 8-5 next week. Dolphins and Steelers in Pittsburgh. It's been a presentation of the NFL on ESPN and ABC. Monday Night Postgame by Nationwide coming up next on ESPN.